Welcome, welcome. The night show will begin shortly. As always, I'd like to give it time for others to show. And let's begin with a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Night Show. I'm your host, your Grand MC, your Night of Entertainment. The one, the only, TK Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, and Orion. You know you can call me. I am your night host. The one who reads through the night time, who travels through this kingdom of entertainment to push back the sound, put a smile on everyone's faces. I hope you're ready to blaze through the trails, to find your path, and be nameless, because we're continuing our journey of Honkai Star Rail, where let's defeat Sparksicon. I've done some grinding here, so we're also a little bit stronger. Yeah, I've leveled our traces.
That annoying old model has already fallen asleep. Soon,
Oh.
there will only be one sparkling rock. Or maybe every rock will be one.
I wouldn't want to lose my identity like that.
During my transformation! Despicable! Too bad. The options are all across. I'll hear that.
Makes you wonder why she was so against the wave.
Of the fantasy substance has commenced! You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check
Let's
out
just
this
get rid of the
awesome
fast forward. Go for the blast.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
I can't really say this game ripped off Danganronpa because, you know, they're not really similar like that, man.
He can do it all.
You can't stop.
I guess. Yeah, oh, this is still the one I never understood.
Where the heck did she drag me to?
My turn. With me out here,
Shield her.
how can we lose?
And we're getting another one, so let's blast away. And now one of my favorite things to see. Excalibur!
Is this how it feels to be in sync?
Me! You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present.
I don't know if that's gonna do him any good, but eh. And now we blast. Oop.
Trust me. Together, we can do anything!
Man. Support our carrot. Because she's right now our biggest setter. Especially because I got a bad feeling we're about to lose Emiya anyways.
My turn. With me out here, how can we lose?
Okay, we attack.
Never before. Now you know what I'm capable of. A glorious victory!
We're doing better since last time.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Let's put a shield on Stell.
Right there while I give you a present. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Oh, I mean, I got to live. Moment. Aw, I aimed at the wrong one.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
No, it doesn't go up. Sparkle. Phase 2. I don't know what to expect. This one.
You can't run. Try that again. Cyberbully.
Did she really just call us a cyberbully? Blast away. Excalibur! Damn! I'll do Emiya again.
My turn. With me out here, how can we lose?
Trust me. Together, we can do anything!
Come on.
Man, me!
Get the support to Arteria. Just one.
Everyone, let's drown her in our spit!
That's just fucking weird. Oh shit, we're all entrapped. Oh
You
no,
have the worst luck running into me.
you got to come back.
Stay right there while I give you a present. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move. Oh, you're so cool.
Good, Saber's back. Plus we've got our AU.
Never before. You can't run. Try that again.
Come on, Amy, you're still standing? Come on, we're almost there. Okay, shield on yourself.
Me out here? How can we lose?
So that was it, Tram, yeah.
You can't run.
I guess so.
Remember that. Trust me.
Yeah, she complains about cyberbullying.
Together, we can do anything!
Poor Saber. Laugh. And we're gonna finish this off with an Excalibur!
Not everyone wants to be you. I'll show them my elation.
Ooh.
Sparkscon isn't over yet.
Stop her! She's trying to escape into the crowd!
Damn. A bird?
No need to panic, you two. Sunday will share my vision with you. Let my eye of Ishvara see through it all. Weal and woe, clear as day. I see where the culprit is. Thought you.
Oh, damn. Home run. There's a reason they call her the Galactic Baseballer. Archer can now continue to battle.
Where did everyone go?
Look over here.
Was she just floating in the sky?
Am I seeing things?
We're just attuned to each other, that's all. Oh, feeling dizzy? Don't worry, it's just a minor side effect. When I first opened my eyes, I couldn't even conduct basic self-care for nearly a month. Don't worry though. With my reinforcement, you'll be back to normal in a moment.
What?
Thank you, General. By the way, above your head...
Can you see the sign above my head? So, whether it brings weal or woe, whether it changes or not, please keep this secret safe from me. Don't let me know, and don't let anyone else, okay?
Hmm? Wait, is it not your secret? What are you afraid
In
of?
that fleeting moment, your eyes gained insight into my destiny. For those who wish to defy their own destiny, the best approach is to avoid gazing too long into fate, especially not letting powerful observers do so. Now that you know the reason, surely you'll do me this small favor and keep this secret?
What if I let it slip?
If you dare to spill the secret, I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter.
She was right! I was right, she was a former Stellaron hunter.
Just imagine the chain reaction that would cause. I don't even want to think about it. Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny a secret. I guess you could say we're now partners in fate. No surprise there. After all, both comedy and fortune-telling thrive on unexpected twists and turns of fate, don't they?
Do they?
All right, looks like the side effects have worn off. Time for us to say goodbye.
And you? Are you okay?
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing. All I remember is Sparksy.
Yeah, the music just sounds warped right now.
Got into a fight.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparksy right into the wall with one swing. That strength was unreal.
That was such an epic fight, as expected from a cosmic hero. That was seriously awesome.
Looks like the students have all recovered from the contamination.
Did they recover?
I'm just seeing how to just delay this. Talk to Sparkle.
When she absorbed me, I thought it was all over. Thankfully, Gray Hair, you won this one. 1 point for the Trailblaze.
Are really just a mask?
Who knows? But come on, doesn't that sound insanely cool? I'm totally adding this to Miss Sparkle's 132 origin stories. Maybe we're all just
I don't have a
masks
response to that.
someone else has shed.
The tavern won't send assassins after me, right?
The tavern? potheads might even come knocking to fight you. But trust me, give it a couple days, and the tavern will act like none of it ever happened.
So what's your plan now?
If I really am a mask, then naturally, I should return to my wearer's face. But if I'm not, then maybe I need to reclaim the mask I've lost.
I understand.
We all knew that had to happen.
Sparksy probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantom Moon games wouldn't be everyone becomes her, but the Express hero defeats the villain spreading the virus. Compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires, the fearless trailblazer of the Astral Express is more of an attention grabber.
No kidding. So this is the Phantom Moon game, huh?
That's right. Sometimes the supplicants work together, sometimes they clash. It's like a coin toss. No telling which side will land until the moment it hits the ground. At least this time, I hope it doesn't end in bloodshed.
What do I get if I win?
You're one step closer to an audience with Aha. Right now, all of Plain Arcadia is watching you, and all of their attention's flooding over you, and the mask you wear. Make the most of that attention. From now on, you'll represent the Trailblaze, to show this world of elation what elation is.
What should we do with Sparksy?
Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. Lower your bat. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish power soon enough, and the Sparksy virus will fizzle out. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all...
Damn, it just reminds me how
I'm sure
small
you've already
Sparks
made your decision,
all is.
right?
Finish her.
So, Victor, here to claim your prize? Very well. Sparksicle has no objections to that. So what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? But knowing you, you're not that heartless, are you? Or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment. I'll livestream 24/7 and sing praises of your valor.
How are you gonna do that if we take away your streaming account?
All right. Let what belongs to the Graphia family return to the Graphia family. But don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long, long way to go before you meet the laughter. We can keep working together. Better to have a friend at the Phantom Moon Games than another enemy, right? What? No parting words?
I'm letting Sparkle decide your fate.
How do you like this ending, Sparksicle?
Just pulled out a gun.
Old models. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no comeback. As a mask, what do you plan to do with your original self? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your elation has been eliminated. You're the one who should be called the old model. That elation isn't mine. It's the elation everyone chose. And besides, wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dreams.
These two are just straight up confusing.
That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this ending, Sparkle? How does that joke go again? Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool? But take the fool out of a masked fool, and all that's left is a mask. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end this little charade. No show is complete without a curtain call. Shall we become one at last?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you having fun? A friendly reminder from Miss Sparkle. Don't underestimate the Phantom Moon Games. You won't.
None of this makes
As spectacular as this
none of this makes sense, Magus. These two are just fucking random. The toy gun went off. Sparkle and Sparksy were no longer there.
Sparksy! No. Sparkle? Which one is which?
Perhaps it was just a masked fool, playing a harmless trick under the watchful eyes of the gods. Or maybe she just wanted to remind us that the elation in plain Arcadia has become something even the gods no longer recognize. In any case, everything here has come to an end. We should move on and unravel the next plot.
So I could not tell you what it is. What?
Let's go to that classroom where time froze 15 years ago. I want to investigate and find out who exactly created that place and why. Let me know when you're ready to head out.
Let's go now. You retrace your steps back to that eerie twilight classroom.
This place. It's like nothing ever happened. The ghosts are gone.
What exactly happened back then?
15 years ago, during the last Phantasnoon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. And then I'd have an audience with the Eon of Elation. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power in a positive way. On July 22nd, year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant harboring immense malice stepped into Graphia Academy. He slaughtered 22 students.
Damn.
Stayed behind after school. Then went on to Dovebrook District,
Damn.
where 146 innocent civilians were either killed or wounded. That spirit moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark. The Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him the Herald of Death.
Damn.
It was a tragedy that the world could not forget. The Phantasmoon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games.
Who's this guy?
So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko.
What? Yeah, I have to agree with Stell. Who are you? Not who I was expecting the response from.
Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
"15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
This is more and more confusing.
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition. We continue to bring you updates on the Phantom Moon Games.
The SparksyCon hosted by Supplicant Sparksy came to an abrupt end less than an hour after it began.
The bunny always weirdly reminds me of Makoto for some reason.
Network. The Nameless from the Astral Express went head-to-head with streamer Sparksy in a spectacular showdown. Unbelievable! I used to think all of the Trailblazers fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film, Holy Grail Stay Night, were just special effects. Turns out she's got real moves.
We'll continue following the
I don't know, Holy Grail. The fact that there was somewhere where Plenda had a Holy Grail war is just an actual thing in this series.
4 p.m. today, the Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook District. Initial reports suggest violent infighting among gang members as the cause. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as...
Oh, you're not going to tell us?
Scott.
Scott's been murdered?
Lyndon
Yeah.
Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvale?
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantom Games and got caught in the fault. Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr. Ashvale.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up. But this...
Initial assessment. 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command Costide, were murdered in the same time frame.
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending further autopsy.
These stylized handprints. We both know what they mean. Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card. The Herald of Death is back.
Shit.
Your suspicion isn't without merit, but that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public? Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon games twice. So
First, I've heard that rule.
a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. It's bad for your health. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to bum around.
After Asheville arrived at the banks of Dovebrook.
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest, and not even the wind from Dovebrook could dispel the metallic tang of blood clinging to his nose. When he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask, a grim premonition stirred within him, but he never expected it to be the omen of a friend's death.
What death? What friend?
He's no longer with us. Now he's just a body. Another nameless casualty buried.
Are you telling me Scott was one of his friends? That just sounds shocking.
The stars twinkling above. About the epic tales of the eternal conflicts among the cosmos' great figures. Compared to all that, who would mourn a small-time thug from a petty gang?
No.
What should we do next?
Makes more sense.
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Asheville, if you're calling now, may I assume you've accepted my offer?
You are right, Miss Pearl. I'll join the games. Assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer still stands. Just like 15 years ago, the same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon games are spiraling out of control again. Mr. Asheville, I ask for your strength to steer these Ionic games back on course.
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of Plain Arcadia and one IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Someone is imitating the Herald of Death's methods, attempting to interfere with the games. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
Damn.
This is a game shaped by the most capricious Eon. Surprises and twists are its very nature. It's only right I choose the strongest players. Even so, I have to ask, what makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
I mean, that's a very good question.
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. No? Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn faster than a page in a paperback. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my trust?
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Imagine it. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she enters the dark zone created by Mythos, as if it were her own backyard. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown and infected IPC branches in 28 segmenta, isolating them from each other. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters. But one thing is certain. Zero suffered a major downfall, and is now a prisoner of the IPC.
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and imagenesis stem from the same technological source. Or art.
I know. I've studied it.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum Wars. Of course, you know all this. But you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of the elation. Zero once tampered with the parameter of reality, creating an independent realm that belonged solely to her. Just like that other one.
Just like Graphia. Are you willing to trade the secrets of imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron Hunters have long since abandoned the path they once walked.
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of Elation. Wouldn't it be a waste not to test your luck?
I'm just watching.
Deal, Ether Hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little trick of the trade.
A hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating while soaked in a bathtub.
Wait, what?
One of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest conversation.
Why is there always a random conversation going on in the background?
How did you do that?
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Schoolum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts.
How the hell did you get into our banned accounts?
Just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective. I even let you stroll through my collection room to explore as you pleased. Miss Silverwolf, a word of advice. Don't treat that mask like some 10 Stonehearts investment in a Stellaron hunter. Just think of this deal as something private between you and me.
More masks showing up.
What the heck? I just blinked.
Hey, 1980.
Only half the supplicants are wearing masks.
Hey, 1989. I hope you're ready to party like it's 1999.
I was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf. How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? And this thing? When did it sneak in?
It's supposed to be a squid.
In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare
But how many times do you stare?
Your first battle wasn't bad for a
Let's see
greenhorn
this.
protagonist.
Greenhorn?
Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe One of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dreams. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasm games really caught me by surprise.
Somewhere sparkle on someone's corpse. Sparksy has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Sparksy when you return to the Express. Yao Guane has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Yao Guane when you return to the Express. Also not sure. I'm pretty sure one. Boss, the press conference is all set up and ready to go. Just waiting for you to do the interview. Ding, I've got a grand plan. Here comes the president. Here, press this here. It's a huge deal for reviving our Furbo Weekly. So, President, are you ready? Ready? Boss, have you been keeping up with Planet Cardia's trending news? We're talking about it. What exactly went down at SparksCon? How did Baseball Raccoon manage to win? My keen little ears are twitching. Furbo Weekly absolutely cannot miss out on this piping hot, fresh off the press wish power. Time to hold a press conference and drum up some buzz for our magazine. A press release? What about what? We post what the readers want to see. Questions locked and loaded. We trust your internet instincts, boss. Oh, right. Before I start recording, let's give the magazine office a level up and spruce up the place. Can't have a messy backdrop on camera. That wouldn't do Furbo Weekly's image any favor. One click, level up. Perfect. I already snapped the first shot. It will be the opening image for the press release. Next, straight to the venue. We're headed to Graphia Academy. Our guest has arrived. Please welcome the raccoon masked supplicant, the real-life inspiration behind Fluffy Across the Blue, the one who ended Sparksicon, she who's undefeated for 2.5 years since debut, Stell for the interview. Whoa, where did all these people come from? When did you all get here? Hi everyone, I'm a reporter from Full Wish TV's news program, Arcadian Morning Report. Bubblebeak. Greetings, dear viewer. I'm a guest accompanying the Zhao UQ delegation. I don't know why I just got a yawn all of a sudden. Delegation. I also serve as a special foreign correspondent for the Cosmic Exploration Editorial Department. My name is Tingwin. As expected from Stell, our resident camper on the trending board, we've got quite the press turnout here. Now Stell gets to pick which reporter she takes questions from. Front row third from the left. Greetings, friend okay, good, the one I wanted. Friends of Antarctica, greetings to you, benefactor. I am Ting Goon, a reporter from the Cosmic Exploration Editorial Department of the... We just read that. Here in Planetardia to conduct interviews. Cosmic Exploration Editorial Department. You see, the seeing strategist Zhao Shen Kuilu is on a diplomatic mystery to Planetardia. Okay, yeah. Having a reporter along also makes it easier to organize all kinds of diplomatic affairs. Please help me keep my little stint in as Zhao Shen's #1 assassin under wraps for a little while longer, benefactor. First, congratulations on your opening victory at Sparksicon. Estelle, folks back home on the Zhao Shen have been following your Planetardia journey closely and asked me to pass along a few words on their behalf. I think words can't beat a reunion. Shall we patch them through live? Wouldn't that be the biggest surprise? Whoa, Stell, it's really Stell. I've missed you so much. I don't remember you at all. Little guy's got a question for you. I heard Planetardia is packed with people and ghosts. Perfect for streaming. Stell, do you think a little and Sang Shen's ghost hunting live streams would have a marker if we brought it over? I'll help Little Goo boost the stream and we'll split the profits. I've got a magazine office in Planetardia. I can rally my Turbo network to push your account. You get 30, I take 70. Pretty generous, right? That's robbery. Little Gay's question is done. Next is... You, I remember. Stell, long time no see. Harry Panicardia's matches aren't like Zaoshin sparring. Their children, or whether they have enough elation. Ying Quinn can't picture it. Could you share your technical thinking still? Show up and I'll tell you myself. You got a lot to learn, kid. Join the Phantasm Games. I'll personally show you what a true elation looks like. Too generous. I'll stick to practice to my swordplay. Alright, that wraps up young Master Ying Quinn's question 2. Benefactor, your answers were so insightful. This humble lady has no further questions to ask. Please select another reporter for Stell to be interviewed by. That person on the wall over there. You caught me. I'm not just the dean of Graphia Academy. I'm also the founder of Campus Voice. In other words, all campus media at Graphia Academy falls under my purview. I just picked one at random. It's fate that you picked me. You truly understand us in genitive imagine. I did not think I'd be interviewing a Gyarados. And our Pokemon stream was yesterday. I think it's supposed to be a sea dragon, so... Yeah. Either way, thank you for saving Graphia Academy. Let me ask a few questions on behalf of Campus Voice. First question, what do you think of the classes at Graphia Academy? In other words, did any particular teacher or course leave a lasting impression on you at Panicardia? Its most prestigious school. What classes did I even take? Sorry, but that's how school works. The more you cram, the faster you forget. I suppose it makes me a failure as your dean of discipline. Alright, second question. After this whole SparksCon incident, do you have any campus safety recommendations for Graphia Academy? Keep water guns and fire extinguishers stocked in the hallways. Do you have any idea how long I spent hunting down waves, sunpots, and moons just to piece together the scenery and world breaker waves? These fire safety measures are ancient. Keep high-pressure water guns and fire extinguishers on hand. Good point. Graphia Academy has plenty of fire hazards. That sounds dangerous, and in truth, isn't Yes. Alright, this is going nowhere. That wraps up our interview with Dean Cedric, Master of Rambling. Boss, don't forget, save an interview slot for Furbo Weekly. Front row, second from the left. Beep beep, my turn. Paraprince, special correspondent for Furbo Weekly, reporting in. Boop. I've been deep undercover at SparksCon, working tirelessly to capture exclusive footage. Even had a run-in with Dean Sparksy, who caught me in the act and gave me a big old like for my troubles. Surely that's worth a special recommendation back at the editorial department, Stell. Sure thing. As a reward, I'll let you ask a few more questions. Yeah, boop. Here comes the questions. First question. Eyewitnesses in the park spotted Mr. Dan of the Astral Spectre and the mysterious man in Dove Brook District, the site of the recent homicide. Furthermore, rumors suggest that Stell isn't the only member of the Express in possession of a mask. During SparksCon, you, Stell, teamed up with others against Sparksy, leading to claim the Astro Express doesn't play fair. Whether you're here to confirm or clarify, would you enclose more details on these matters? Since when was that against the rules? Nothing in the Phantoms Moon's game's rules of engagement don't stipulate a one-on-one duel. If anything, having a horde of Sparks meme-infected hostiles swarm a single person is what I call not playing fair. Besides, even if I were to single-handedly take her on, I'd still come out on top, wouldn't I? You're absolutely right. Containing the Sparks virus comes first. Boop. Alright, second question. There's been many reports of an old red Sparksy model at the Slave Battle, but after SparksCon wrapped up, they vanished together without a trace. Boop. So who's the real Sparksy? If you had to pick, Stell, who do you prefer Sparksy's current streaming persona or her old model? I've been antagonizing over this forever. I can't decide. Boop boop. Well, holy fervor, why are all your questions about Sparksy? I knew it. You watch Sparksy streams all the time, don't you? Hand over your personal account. Confiscated. If you really have to confiscate it, at least let me delete a few bookmarks first. Boop. Beep, beep, beep. Danger alert. Switching question. Alright, let's try this one. Actually, I've been lurking in Sparks' head group for quite a while. Discovered the fans were absolutely furious about Sparksy getting owned. They're threatening to mobilize the Sparks heads and leave nothing standing, vowing to dig up all your online accounts. How do you, Stell, plan to handle these rad fans? I'm reporting this to the CEO. I'm escalating this to the C-suite. I'll see to that the CEO Pro hears about this personally. A direct line to the CEO? The Great Raccoon really has connections, Boop. Well, that's all about the time we have. The Furbo Weekly interview is officially wrapped. Alright, dear friends, that's a wrap for today's press conference. Up next, we got an interview lined up with the entire Astral Express crew, so stay tuned to Furbo Weekly. All interview will be posted under Arcadia Alert. See you soon. After all the interviews concluded. Damn, that's some serious level up. Claim. Ding dong, here we are in Arcadian calendar year 1999. This fine and pleasant day, I, parents, have noticed the Great Raccoon has been sitting at her desk, keeping her nose to the grindstone all day without a single break. Actually, I just sat down. Huh, really? Guess I brown-nosed the wrong person. Maybe it's because your presence is so strong, it feels like you've always been here. So reassuring, so comforting. I gotta say, stop to the Great Raccoon right now. Please, pause your work and think carefully. Did you forget something super duper important today? Don't tell me I forgot your salary. Wrong, but hey, even if it's not payday, I wouldn't say no to a bonus. Do I really have to say that word? How did it come to this? Looks like the only way Great Raccoon will remember if I spell it out crystal clear. Come on, don't spill it. Don't leave me hanging. For the sake of the Great Raccoon's health, I, Paraprince, have no choice but to cast aside my fragile pride. You haven't done your Kegels today. Please pause what you're doing, get up and walk around. Grab some water, stretch your neck, enjoy the view outside the office. Remember, 50 Kegels a day. What the hell's a Kegel? No, I'm actually confused. What the fuck's a Kegel? Nothing. Oh wait, before we forget, assignments, claim, travelogue, nope, nope. 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 How much do we actually have now? I'm curious. Okay, so we have enough for that again. Continue the trailblazing expedition. Shortly after the Sparksicon fiasco came to an end.
Miss Marsh, please, look straight into my eyes. Just like that. Perfect.
No, I turned off auto, that's right.
Now, I'll need you to repeat these next few lines after me, and do so in the same tone of voice.
Okay.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
Though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars.
Are you kidding? That's one sentence? Okay, though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars?
Very good.
Very good.
The internet is both an umbilical cord and a waste duct for the mind, through which humanity's thirst for elation gave birth to the twisted Sparksy.
Whoa there! That's a bit much. Maybe she can be the one to say it?
What kind of crazy talk is that?
These are the test sentences I improvised according to the guidelines from the Human and Intellitron Emotional Baseline Test. I carefully observe the subject's micro-expressions and tone changes at the moment they say the name Sparksy, to check if they are infected by a mimetic virus.
So I passed the test, right?
Given how fascinating your reaction was, I clearly don't need to worry about you. Should you find yourself experiencing any live stream addiction withdrawal symptoms later, feel free to contact the Department of Aberration Defense staff. We'll provide you with a series of corrective behavioral treatments.
You're handling this like a real pro, Miss Kuchiba. Has this kind of thing happened before?
It's impossible to predict what will happen during the Phantasmoon Games. Once, a supplicant reversed the definitions of truth and lies, which nearly caused massive civil unrest. After that incident, we incorporated mimetic treatment into the Department of Aberration Defense's emergency safety protocols. Sparksy Khan didn't cause any casualties this time. But if your partner hadn't stopped Sparksy from spreading the virus, she might have turned into a calamity-level aberration.
Damn. On any level, just how dangerous is that?
Without proper containment measures, a calamity-level aberration can destroy dozens of cities as it spreads. That's the scale we're talking about.
Aberration?
That's the Department of Aberration Defense's term for them. It usually refers to Imaginae infused with wish power who have lost control and begun to run amok. Over time, though, it's become a label that gets slapped onto any hazardous entity.
So what level of aberration am I?
You? An aberration? What are you talking about? Though, I gotta say, you do look pretty weird with that mask on.
Don't tell me you're a Cosmicon collective player. The Department of Aberration Defense's hazard ratings are nothing like the power ratings in some card game.
Card games decide everything.
That's all for the required checkup. If you're interested in aberration calamity threat levels and how they're classified, you might want to take a look at this document. However, do bear in mind that causing damage of the aforementioned scale during the Phantasmoon Games will cause you to be classified as an aberration and dealt with accordingly.
Nope.
Before I leave, there's one more thing I need to tell you. Remember Lyndon Scott, the man who served as your tour guide? He was murdered.
What?
Who do you tick off this time?
Well, given how he's behaved, he's definitely rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But I doubt any of it was serious enough to get him killed. Right?
Oh, seems like you are quite familiar with him.
You don't suspect us, do you? I wouldn't exactly call Scott a friend, but we'd never do anything like that to him.
Easy there, young lady. I haven't even started asking questions yet. Of course, there's no way the renowned heroes of the Express would harm some lowly IPC employee simply because they had a problem with him. More importantly, both of you have solid alibis. The initial results of our investigation suggest his murder might be connected to the Phantasm Games. I'm informing you both of this to warn you to be extremely careful. The Phantasm Games are far from a simple game intended for passing the time or relaxation. Anyway, I wish you success. Farewell.
Scott, did he actually... I just can't believe it. But it was Miss Kuchiba who told us, so it must be true. So, the Phantasmoon Games. Pretty frightening, huh? What's your take?
I want to find out the truth. I mean, this ain't the first game Stell's been part of. Part of where the people can die. I mean, people die in the Holy Grail War too. We killed people in that. I think.
Without even knowing why.
If the killer is here for the Phantasm Games, they might become our enemies soon.
The Phantasmoon Games.
You're way too young to sigh like that.
Good thing Himeko entrusted this mission to the two of us. Who would have imagined that the Great March herself would be stopped at the doorstep in the very first round? Forget it. I'm not like you. I was never hero material to begin with. Normally my hands can't even keep up with my brain when I play video games. You're definitely the right person for the Phantasmoon Games.
Well, she is the protagonist.
It's just such a shame. We finally get a chance to vacation in Himeko's...
March, just ask her out on a date and you'll get your happy memories.
Happy memories together. But...
I'll work hard for the both of us.
The Phantasm Games in your stead.
But, look, don't push yourself too hard, okay, you? Remember that we've got your back. Oh, right. Where are Himeko and Mr. Yang? They must be getting examined and interrogated too, right? Why don't you send Mr. Yang a message?
Mr. Yang, where are you? Just finished the Mimic infection screening. Himeko is still here, but I don't know where she went after. Still, I heard Himeko united with her father. She seemed rather out of it. I didn't press her for details. Would you fill me in on what happened back there? It was a shocking revelation. Between being stuck with both of them, it was so awkward and nerve-wracking, I could have evacuated the entirety of the... God damn it. I really hate that they do this on auto with this. Fitting the entirety of a second Gruffy campus wall, the way my toes curled in such intense cringe. You guys really want to hear the whole story? We're all one big family on the Express. It's important to understand what our companions are going through. I'll be waiting for you in that classroom with that ghost you mentioned earlier. Come quickly.
Mr. Yang said he wants to hear what happened between Himeko and her dad.
Can't blame him for being curious. I really want to know too.
I'm just acknowledging what I'm seeing right here. No, wait, it's this way. Coins! More. Yeah, we haven't had a good brawl.
He can do it all. You just don't learn.
Damn it, Mia.
Check out this awesome move!
Remember that. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
More coins. Treasure chest.
You're here. Himiko hasn't mentioned her father at all in the time since I boarded. So, what is going on between them? As you were the only one with her at the time, you're the only one I can ask.
Yeah, it really threw me for a sec when you said Himiko's father. But when you think about it, it's only natural that Himiko has a father, right?
Ugh.
Not everyone's like me. Thawed out of an ice block.
So here's what happened. A while ago.
15 years ago. The Phantasmoon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himiko. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
I very much would like to know.
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantasmoon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
Well. Look at you. What are you getting so worked up over? Just a joke. A joke. It's been 15 years after all. You've grown into such a fine young lady. How could you expect your old man to recognize you right off the bat? So, what's with that gravestone I saw with your name on it then?
When you don't know if you'll live to see tomorrow, there's nothing strange about getting your affairs in order in advance, is there, Mr. Ryusuke?
Okay, so that had nothing to do with...
Mr. Ryusuke, how could you be so formal with your own father? At least call me Dad like you used to, okay?
Hides in the corner.
Hold it.
Ah!
And you are... Don't tell me. Himeko, is this your child?
Grandpa!
Please stop making things worse.
I'm sorry, that line was too funny not to do.
I haven't seen you in 15 years. Grandfather. Wait. Who's the father?
That's enough. You are looking at my colleague. A new generation of trailblazer.
To be fair, Himeko is the team mom of the Astro Express.
Do you understand now, Father?
You hear that? She called me father. Hello there, my friend. Sorry about that. I thought you were Himeko's daughter for a second there.
Do you not watch the news at all? I know, I like this one. We don't even have anything close to the same hair color.
Sorry. I'm just getting on in years.
Sure, that actually wouldn't be the answer. Maybe you got the hair color for the dad.
I can't help but think my granddaughter would be about your age by now. I'm a painter. Most of my work involves traveling to different segmenta to complete commissions for my clients. Himeko. I know I've let too many chances to spend time with you slip away.
Just slip away? The first time we met was at Mother's funeral, when I was already 6 years old. Let's put that aside for now. Were you also too busy with work when I was suffering from a weathering curse?
Weathering curse?
You might not believe me, but I've been running around for your sake all this time. All these years, I've been trapped in this room that represents the past that I imaginated. And I've never left it.
You didn't know about me becoming the Express's navigator either?
15 years. The Express never stopped here once. You didn't even leave behind so much as a single word to indicate you were still alive. And the Department of Aberration Defense completely sealed off all records of what happened during those Phantom Moon games. I did hear many rumors about the Astral Express, though. I even saw the navigator's name. At first I thought it was just someone else with the same name. And even when curiosity drove me to look up your picture, I still didn't dare believe that the woman so full of poise and grace was my daughter. She'd grown up safe, becoming a living legend in her own way. I thought about contacting the Express. But what if their navigator was just someone who happened to share the same name? I've been clinging to an absurd notion that if I never sought the answer, there was still a 50-50 chance my daughter was still alive. But if I found the answer, and it was no, then she would truly be dead. So, Himeko, how did you...
I'd rather not tarry here too long. I'll be taking my leave now, Dean. The Express has defeated the supplicant that occupied this school and prevented another tragedy like the one 15 years ago. Now it's time for you to fulfill the duties you failed in back then. Go comfort those students, and see if you can't figure out how to deal with the media bombardment while you're at it.
Damn.
Failed in my duties. So, still mad at me. Can we talk? Sorry, kid. This might be a bit abrupt, but... has Himeko ever mentioned her surname to you?
She's never even mentioned her homeland.
I'm a failure of a father. I broke her heart. But can't believe it. She actually survived the weathering curse.
Weathering curse? What's that?
Have you heard the tale of the legendary painter Graphia, who hid everything on this planet's surface within a scroll? It is said that to achieve such a monumental feat, she made a forbidden exchange, sacrificing both her own life and that of her descendants, resulting in the weathering curse. Few descendants carrying the Graphia bloodline have lived past 30. Most of them wither like flowers while they're still young, skin cracking and peeling like dried paint. Himiko was no exception. She was tormented by the curse for years.
And what did you do for her after she suffered?
What I did doesn't matter anymore. The Elixir Seekers' folk remedies, the Intelligentsia's guild treatments. I tried them all, but nothing could reverse the curse. All the time spent searching for cures only resulted in me not being by her side when she needed me the most. In the end, I'm nothing but a useless father.
But you appear to be very healthy.
I'm just a useless son-in-law who married into the family. Strictly speaking, I can't really be considered a Graphia descendant.
She's safe and sound. Isn't that what matters?
You're right. I just didn't realize it quickly enough. How she got through it, how she survived, none of that's important. What matters is that my daughter is back. That's all I need. If I may ask a small favor, would you mind showing me where my daughter works? I want to make up for all the care I failed to give her all those years. I want to get to know my daughter better.
Truly a memorable father-daughter reunion. Brings up some memories of my own home as well.
There goes Mr. Yang with that knowing look again. Just what kind of parent-child relationship are we talking about anyway?
When I was a child, my parents were also always busy with work and were unable to spare a moment for me.
Damn.
As a child, I couldn't help but feel resentful. It wasn't until I became a father myself that I understood how they felt when they were...
Wait, Welt's became a father?
We could have spent together.
You know he's the team dad, but who the hell is Welt's child?
So, did you already promise to give Mr. Ryusuke a tour of the Express?
How could I possibly refuse?
I thought as much. After all, it's Himiko's dad. So, where is he?
Everyone's here. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm truly grateful to all of you for looking after my daughter.
Not at all. She's the one who's been taking care of us.
Would you all be so kind as to show me around?
Right this way, Mr. Ryusuke.
So, this is the Astral Express. Really lives up to its reputation. It's even more impressive than I imagined. As to be expected, of course, huh? It's the place where my daughter works. By the way, what's the
Kind of surprised that just happened because my laptop was on mute.
Annual bonus?
Talk about parental love. First thing out of his mouth is asking about her salary. Like I'd have a clue. Help! A little backup here?
We nameless earn at least as much as you do.
Nice one. Parents can probably relax as long as their kids aren't making less than they are, right?
Really? I don't underestimate me, kid. I've got big shots from across the cosmos on my client list. While I wouldn't say my work is worth a king's ransom, my fees are nothing to sneeze at.
Mr. Ryosuke, please rest assured. None of the Express crew ever lack for money. We not only receive support from members of the Genius Society, but also from prosperous commercial worlds, such as the Planet of Festivities.
I mean, we have like 5% stock there.
Hearing you say that is a huge relief, Mr. Yang.
Oh, damn, is Mr. Yang is what taller than her dad? God damn, he is.
What kind of work does being a navigator generally entail?
Don't you underestimate Himeko either. Her daily duties include, charting navigation routes, calibrating warp jumps, and technical maintenance. Not to mention she's always guiding the Nameless on missions.
Oh, my daughter is really something else, isn't she?
Of course! Every time we return safely from a trailblazing expedition, it's all thanks to Himeko's guidance and protection. She's the backbone of the Astral Express.
Ooh, let me go tell Pom Pom you said what you just said.
Hey, come on! You're just trying to stir up trouble.
Yes.
If Himeko's the backbone of the Express, then our conductor is the absolute cutest and hardest working of all. Right, Pom Pom?
When did Pom Pom join the scene?
We got a new passenger? This gentleman does look kind of familiar.
Ah. This is Ryusuke, Himiko's father.
He felt so familiar. How are you, Mr. Ryusuke?
Man, everyone used autofix.
So you must be my daughter's superior, huh? Well, thank you for taking such good care of her all this time.
Superior? That's way too formal. It's Himeko who's been taking care of the Express and everyone on it.
He's... What is he doing on the Express?
It's all my fault. I was just curious about your daily work, so I asked your colleagues to show me around. And I know I didn't ask for permission first. Just please don't be mad, Himeko.
Mad? Why would I be mad? Mr. Ryusuke, welcome aboard the Astral Express.
Damn.
Is there anything else you'd like to see? I can show you around.
Well, I know you'd rather keep your distance from your good-for-nothing father. You're on a journey, and it's rude of me to barge in like this. But it's been way too long since we last saw each other. As your father, I want to get to know you better. Make up for all the time we've lost. At least while you're staying here. Please allow me to show you some of the fatherly care and devotion I owe you. Will you?
Excuse me, why don't the two of you go to the party car? Shush, get the drinks ready.
Shush. All right. I'll go make some tea.
That's just our domestic robot's name. Come on.
I also just paused there for a second and think that one through, like, wait, shush?
Come with us.
Neat, but isn't this a father-daughter reunion?
I want to talk about the Phantasm Games, not just personal matters.
Also, I don't think Stella's bigger than...
Whoa. That's the first time I've seen Himeko be that cold to anyone.
Not even to Kafka.
When it comes to breaking the icy silence between a father and daughter, nothing's better than a cup of hot water.
Why would you want hot water?
Whoever drinks it will yelp, "Hot!" and be immediately met with a concerned, "How could you be so careless?" from the other party. And just like that, the conversation starts flowing. friendly reminder. That is not a joke, but a practical ice-breaking tip.
Your robot is hilarious. I'm surprised how relaxing and comfy the work environment is here.
Got it. I'll make myself scarce.
Demon just doesn't want to be here for this.
Being a nameless is neither relaxing nor comfy. Most of the time, we are facing down Void Rangers from the Antimatter Legion, bugs left by the Swarm disaster, Borisin, and various organizations that are suspicious of the Express or have malicious intentions for us.
That dangerous? Huh. Maybe this trip home is a great chance to quit your job, huh?
Hell no.
A coincidence. Just so happens I'm getting on in years. And Graphia Academy is in need of a new dean.
You know that's not what I meant. Once I've set my mind on something, I never look back. Ever since I was 6, when you told me those stories about traveling through the cosmos, I knew that someday I would walk among the stars.
Actually, I was just kidding. I'm not completely clueless about what the Express and what you do. Oh, right. Once I knew the Express was coming, I even bought that comic series that's based on your adventures.
Please don't tell me it's fluffy across the blue. I never thought you'd be into comics.
That's right. The protagonist is a baseball bat-wielding raccoon. The character's based on that kid, right?
As an artist, you do have a good eye. Come over here. Thanks for giving us some time alone.
Don't mention it.
Hey, Miko. That's the first time I've seen you smile since I've seen you this time. So, what brought you back home this time? What's the story behind our lucky meeting?
Like I said before, we're here for the Phantasmoon Games.
So, the Phantasmoon Games 15 years ago were the reason you were able to overcome the Weathering Curse?
Indeed.
I see. That makes sense. For those of us who haven't experienced the Ionic game firsthand, it's just something from the history books, or even akin to a myth.
But I never imagined that the Ionic game would turn into a blood sacrifice overnight. The Herald of Death was a heartless madman. If I hadn't defeated him then, all of Duomension City would have become his slaughterhouse. During the first few years of my journey, I relived that evening every single night in my dreams. The color of that twilight, painted with blood. So much blood. Blended with terror and screams. The victims were twisted like clay into grotesque shapes. Like paint tubes that had been snapped, one after the other. And that man, he reveled in the colors splattered everywhere and wanted the whole world to be his canvas.
Damn. Stop, Himiko.
Even if I could avenge his victims, in the end, it won't bring them back to life. The entire thing is like a heavy piece of baggage. Only by letting it go can I travel the road ahead more easily.
You did your best, and I'm glad to see you made it back here safe and sound.
I thought I'd never come back. But the times have changed. The conditions to hold the Phantasmoon Games have been met again. However, to hold 2 games in just 15 years? That in itself is far from normal. Just like 15 years ago, the IPC wants to control everything. However, a game woven by the most fickle of eons is destined to slip through everyone's grasp. I received a report from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'm sure she must also have heard. There's been a brutal incident in Dovebrook District. Someone massacred everyone at the headquarters of the Sinwish Syndicate, leaving a signature that only the Herald of Death would use. The Bloody Bloom.
Yeah, I'm doing the whole read thing right now.
The Herald of Death is still alive.
Herald is death is back at the games?
People at the Department of Aberration Defense told me that the Herald of Death was executed after his verdict was passed. Even were he to be resurrected, the rules dictate that the same person cannot become a supplicant twice.
Are you saying we've got a copycat?
That's right. The Herald of Death has a copycat. But what I find even more worrying is that this Phantasmoon Games has caught the attention of something even more terrifying than the Herald of Death. I believe that whether or not this Herald of Death copycat has a connection to the Phantasmoon Games, defeating him presents an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate the resolve of the Nameless to the whole of Plain Arcadia.
Just as you did all those years ago?
Exactly. As for you, Dad, have any clients commissioned you lately? It'd be best if you left this world for a while.
May I take that as my daughter showing concern for her dad?
You can take it as a safety advisory from the Astral Express. Also, as she has already become a supplicant and joined the Phantasmoon Games, she will have my full support. I'd like her to temporarily keep the Mask of Elation that has been passed down through our family.
Too late for me to raise any objections at this point, right? Sounds good. The mask stays with the kid.
Thank you. Would you like another drink?
Got it.
You know, I'm kind of curious now. Who is Ryusuke's voice actor?
I've definitely overstayed my welcome. For most of my life, I couldn't be there for my daughter. And now that I finally have the chance, she wants me to leave. In that case, I ought to be on my way. Himiko. The Graphia family has a number of records about the Phantasmoon Games, passed down through the generations. Come over to the school library later. I'll give them to you.
I'll be there, Dad.
I'm gonna have to look through all till I get to R, aren't I?
I apologize. My father's little tour seems to have made things awkward for everyone on the Express.
Nah, I don't know.
Let's head to the parlor car and check in on Welt and March. Now that my father's gone, we can all relax a bit.
Yeah, I just want to know who his voice actor is. Just a moment, I want to chat with you.
Has Mr. Ryusuke left?
Yes. I told him to head home for now. After all,
tell me.
What is going on with the Phantasmoon Games has nothing to do with him. I'm really sorry, everyone, for bringing my personal family matters onto the Express.
Why do you not show up?
Mr. Ryusuke is your family. And that makes him part of our family too. And the most important thing for family is to be together. So he's welcome to drop by anytime.
That doesn't tell me.
Madam Pearl sent a message to the Express just now, inviting our supplicant to a meeting. She'll have a private car waiting for us.
No. Oh no, it's just spelling. Fuck. I'm meeting with Pearl?
Yes. The meeting won't be held in some stuffy, formal reception room. She would like us to visit and tour the headquarters of a company under her name instead. Himiko, you know about Perlux Corp, right?
Of course.
I don't know. It's not telling me.
Conglomerate in plain Arcadia.
Telling me.
Entertainment company.
That's right. Perlux Corp is a titan, dominating the entertainment consumer market, including cartoons, comics, games, toys, and the like. They've cornered half the market.
Oh, so that's where the Pearl in Perlux comes from.
Makes
It's a
sense.
play on her name.
Did Pearl mention what she wanted to talk about?
She didn't say much, but she specifically mentioned wanting to discuss the developments regarding the Phantom Moon games, and that she could provide us with a bit of help.
Helping her opponents in the Ionic game? Oh, looks like she realizes we are all in the same boat. Perhaps she has also realized that the Phantom Moon games cannot be artificially manipulated.
We may be able to get a clearer picture of Pearl's intentions after we meet with her.
Really going to have me meet with Pearl?
You've already crossed paths with key figures from numerous factions, and even built rapport with some. You're already a capable Nameless who can more than hold your own. Though she holds a high administrative position on this planet, do not forget, she is also one of the 10 Stonehearts. You've already dealt with Aventurine on numerous occasions, so you should have ample
I can only think of
experience handling
2.
members of the 10 Stonehearts.
Hey, don't worry. If things do get messy, yours truly is here to save the day.
Looks like March wants to visit too.
I'm just trying to look out for her here. Even if things do go sideways, Pearl wouldn't dare get mad at 2 adorable young ladies like us, right?
Well then, I'll leave this meeting to you two.
Aren't you coming with us, Himeko?
I'd like to talk with my father. Didn't he say he would hand over the records about the Phantom Moon games from our family history to me? And honestly, isn't this a good chance for you youngsters to handle things independently?
I understand. In that case, she, March, and I will be heading out now.
Oh, score! A private car! So, where are we getting picked up?
You should be familiar with it. It's just under the giant gate next to the At Plaza.
Isn't that where we first met Sparksy? Since we're getting chauffeured there, why not just come straight to us?
Isn't this the perfect chance to do some shopping?
Perfect. I've been wanting to stop by the comic store and grab a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue.
We're just gonna warp right there.
Oh, look! There's a convenience store! Mind if I grab a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue while we're waiting?
Yes.
Is that the comic based on the Express's adventures? The author sure knows how to tap into what's trending.
The best part is that the author drew all of us as adorable little animals. Totally fits our personas, don't you think?
You're super adorable, March Bunny.
Right back at ya, baseball raccoon.
In fact, it was recently announced that the Fluffy is getting an animated adaptation, and the copyright for it is currently held by Perlux Corp.
It's a super memorable comic. No way can I miss getting a copy while I'm here. I promise I won't be long. A couple of minutes, tops.
Looks like we got here on the early side. Since coming to this world, I still haven't had a chance to get a street-level view of the city. How about this? We'll meet up under the ad at the Plaza Gate in a few minutes.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Might as well take a look around then.
Absolutely insane. Did you see the post I shared?
Investigate.
You hear the news? There was a supplicant battle at Graphia Academy.
Yeah, I saw it. The online forums are already blowing up.
The supplicant called Sparksy. How terrifying! Actually using live streams to spread mimetic viruses. Eons, that's just evil! I can't believe the Department of Aberration Defense is letting someone that dangerous run loose!
I heard her livestream got permabanned. Good thing that Nameless from the Astral Express acted so quickly.
I wonder what the next supplicant will do.
Have you read the new chapter of Buffy? Have you read the new chapter of Buffy Across the Blue?
Sorry, I'm not into comics for kids.
They just released the official concept art for that giant pom-pom robot!
That mech design is totally unrealistic. What's so great about it?
Daybreak.
The slightest clue how to talk to other people? Do you?
Hey, relax. Now, if we were talking about a fusion between Daybreak Squadron and the Raccoon, that would totally get my attention.
Wow! You are unbelievably childish! What happened in the newest issue?
No spoilers! You've already read it! Don't tell me a thing!
Why did that sound like Dot?
Hello there. Would you like to learn more about the Research Society of Happy Smiles? Is the weight of work and stress in your life crushing you? Check out the Research Society of Happy Smiles.
So, this free?
Rest assured, the only thing joining our research society will cost you is a bit of your precious time. We've set up a venue near Dovebrook, where we offer free psychological counseling and living assistance to all visitors. All our services are provided free.
This sounds like a cult.
I had a friend who passed away, and he mentioned you before. He told me that if I ever ran into trouble, the kind people at the Research Society would help me.
Your friend passed away? How terribly sad. But the words he left you have illuminated your path in life.
He told me that if I joined the Research Society of Happy Smiles, I could get rid of my suffering forever and be eternally happy. Is that true?
Still sounding like a cult.
The society we live in. Everyone's suspicious and dismissive of one another, and willing to take dangerous risks just for a little pleasure, for a thrill. Did you hear about how a streamer took over Graphia Academy and was trying to spread a mimetic virus through the internet? And over in Dovebrook, gang violence erupted and left a pile of corpses in its wake. Oh, may the Master of Elation save us all. The Research Society was founded with the sole purpose of healing humanity's incurable inner pain. Following Aha's creed, we aim to spread laughter across the mortal coil and eliminate all suffering.
I mean, all suffering? No way that is possible.
Of course it's possible. For this is a world blessed by the god of elation, where Aha has granted us the right to happiness. Have either of you heard about the tragedy of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago?
Heard of it?
Why, of course you have. You're the Astral Express's superstar. You've even dug up everything there is to know about something that happened over a decade ago. There was an awful accident during the last Phantom Moon Games, and many people lost their loved ones and children. It was as if a hole that could never be filled had been drilled into their hearts, leaving only sorrow to accompany them for the rest of their lives. To escape their suffering, these people who had lost their loved ones gathered together and established a mutual support association. This was the Research Society of Happy Smile's predecessor. It's now been well over a decade, and the Research Society continues to help more and more people emerge from the darkness in their lives and step into a brighter, happier future. Come to think of it, it would be most wonderful if a distinguished person like yourself were also interested in our Research Society. Should you find yourself with a moment to spare, please come and visit our Mutual Aid Society.
Well, if it isn't the Astral Express's superstar. Of course it's you. Looks like we really were bound to run into each other.
Detective Passerby, what are you doing?
I'm here to do my job. Problem is, you've gone and messed up my investigation.
Whoops. How'd I manage to do that?
Here I was, pretending to be a broke passerby to infiltrate this shady research society. You should have ignored me, but no, you acted like some approachable celebrity waltzing into a supermarket, hijacking my conversation with their recruiter. Now, with a star like you here, I can't even test the waters anymore. You must have heard about the Sinwish Syndicate killings in Dovebrook, right? The lead I'm following might be connected to this Research Society of Happy Smiles. But I'll stop there. Not like you're going to pay for my intel, and none of this is any of your business anyway.
Someone I knew died in that incident.
Based on your social circle, you wouldn't be talking about the poor IPC sap who was unlucky enough to be there, huh? Planning to avenge him?
Planned on defeating the Herald of Death. That counts as a revenge.
So your next miracle will be executing the Herald of Death. Can't say I'm surprised.
Be careful. The murderer is the Herald of Death. He's dangerous.
Oh, thanks for your concern. Oh, be careful. Been a hot minute since anyone said that to me. Even so, it's my duty to solve the case. Doesn't matter if nobody pays me. I'll still find the killer and exact justice on the spot.
Friend of yours was among the victims?
A fool I happen to be on fairly good terms with. Revenge killings or turf wars. Wouldn't be unusual for gang members to die like that, but dying at the hands of some psycho who kills for kicks? That I can't accept. No matter where you are in the cosmos, which era, regardless of how civilization evolves, some rules will just never change. Like an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Hey, guess which lucky girl just managed to snag the last copy in the whole store? Oh, who's this?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ashvale, the famous detective. You could say your friend and I are acquainted through past clashes.
We didn't actually fight, though.
We did have a bit of a clash of opinions back at the tavern, did we not?
That's what you meant by clash? Fair enough.
First time I've ever heard anyone introduce themselves as a famous detective.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're not.
Mr. Ashvale, why are you staring at me? Is there something weird on my face?
Young lady, you're holding a copy of Fluffy Across the Blue, right? Would you mind giving it to me?
Well, give it to you! This was the last copy in the store, you know.
That's what he's asking.
I see. Of course. I'm not asking you to give it away for free. I'll pay for it. The retail price is 300 credits.
No.
I can pay you 10 times sticker price.
Why would you pay 10 times the sticker price?
Hey, Mr.
last one on the shelves. True. The last item in stock is like the final slice of cake on the plate. The last prey animal on the plains never fails to stir our urge to seize it before anyone else. So, 30,000 credits. How about that? That's my final offer. I'm not exactly rolling in money here.
Why are you fighting over a comic book with a kid?
Truth is, I'm actually buying it for that foolish friend of mine. The one who died. Today is his farewell ceremony. I thought I'd buy him his favorite comic to pay my respects. He'd always be rambling on about some raccoon with a baseball bat. And how the journey of the Express would never end, that kind of stuff. I heard those stories so many times, it felt like my ears were gonna fall off. But, after all that fuss, I completely missed the chance to buy it. Every store around here is sold out.
That's enough. My poor little heart can't handle sob stories like that. Here, Mr. Ashvale, take the comic.
Oh, thank you very much for the comic, young lady. Here's the 30,000 credits, as promised. Oh, I heard you're the real-life inspirations for the characters. Since you're here,
It's not like anyone's gonna see it.
Perhaps trouble you to sign it.
Unbelievable.
Sign me, your journey never ends.
Thank you both. If Kostat could see this from where he is now, I'm sure he'd be smiling downwards. As a token of my gratitude, I'd like to give you a friendly word of caution, little girl. I know you plan to target the Herald of Death and cement your heroic image. However, all eyes will be on you during the Phantasmian Games. At such a public stage, discretion will be wise. Because when the masses see your magnificent miracles and wield your extraordinary power, fear and jealousy could turn their wish power into wish you ill power. Drop of the hat. Forgive the expression.
Wish you ill.
Get what I mean. So, any plans you might have for this Herald of Death? Why not leave the whole messy affair of revenge to someone who couldn't care less about winning or losing? Like me. Just like this comic. I'm dead set on getting him.
You're a supplicant?
Is he an acquaintance of yours?
He's just some weird detective who was passing by.
It's nearly time for Perlux Corp to pick us up. We should get going.
As much as I'd like to do that. Oh, what's gonna be claimed? We've noticed some fur showing up late recently. What's going on? Everyone, share your reasons. The clocking machine's acting up. It takes a while to recognize thousand-faced Juloon. I reached at 8:25, so how's that late? Time to upgrade my clocking machine. Clocking machine that can't recognize employees? Time for an upgrade. Please don't. Just let it stay unclear. Why? Is there a farewell that hasn't replied yet? Paraphrase, you there? I'll reply. Currently focused on writing. Phone off during work hours. Do not disturb. That paraphrase is way too cunning. That's the button I was looking for. Alright. Since we have another 10, and let's end, because we've been streaming for what? Just about 2 hours, and even on a day like this, I kind of need it. Okay, plus, I think this seems a good stopping point. So, let's warp. Wait, what's the Celestial Invitation? Alright, let's warp, see what we're gonna get. Can we get lucky? Come on, Pom Pom, get knocked back. Get knocked back. Nope. There'll be no 5-star. Damn, we didn't get a single character. Oh, no, we got Asta. I literally spoke too soon. Of course, she wasn't a new character. Let's see. No, I don't have enough for 10. Don't look at how much would 10. You know what? Since that's only a 480, I don't think that's that bad. Come on, give me something good. Get knocked back. Get knocked back. Get knocked back. Damn. The story's next page. If I still used Dan Hong, that would be cooler, but I don't. Alright, on that note, this is where we're going to call it for the night, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others who'd be entertained by my show, send them my way. I would happily entertain you all. Don't forget to subscribe. It can only help out the channel. If you're wondering what that benefit for subscribing is, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to share. Till next time, this is the Night Show. Offline, but don't go anywhere just yet, because we are gonna do one little thing first. As always, we like to raid, so let's raid somebody. And I'm gonna say it will probably be Ryu. Who's streaming Hell Divers. Alright, let's start the raid in 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's raid.